Good morning, friends. Welcome back to a semi-partial full week of eating. Week 5, 2.0, next level shred. Day is day 30. Yes, not deja vu. I'm bringing you guys back starting on a Tuesday. Why am I doing that versus a Monday? Well, yesterday was, to be frank, a shit show morning. And we always talk about how we don't let one instance rule the entire day. You don't let it flow into the rest of your day or make your attitude crappy the rest of their day. It's how you react that matters. So I don't know what happened yesterday. This never happens to me because I'm a light sleeper as is. My sleep has been hard on this shred though. I will say usually your sleep is affected. I feel like my sleep is better as far as the quality. When I go to sleep, your girl is out like a light. I did not wake up for my alarm. And for some reason, you know how your phone's always doing crap like on its own? Why are you doing things you're not supposed to be doing on your own? Apparently it took off the snooze setting. It wasn't clicked. I've never touched that before. I always have it clicked and it took that off. So apparently I was out. I don't even remember it going off. That's how hard I was sleeping. I guess I turned it off and of course it didn't snooze. The hubby just got back from a fishing trip and he actually took yesterday off. Thankfully, he walked in at 6:08. Mind you, I wake up at 5:20. 6:08, we leave between 6:30 and 6:40 to get Trey to school on time. He's like, oh my gosh, what are you doing asleep? Are you going to work out? Are you bringing Trey to school today? And I was like, oh my God. I had legit 20 minutes to brush my teeth, throw some clothes on, and more importantly, like get all of our crap together, get Trey together. Thank goodness I pack all of Trey's lunch, all my stuff I prep and get laid out. So all I have to do is like fill up my water and stuff like that and we can walk out the door. Thank God, or we definitely would have been late. We made it on time. I brought my makeup and stuff and did everything here in the gym parking lot. Overall, yesterday, it was a really good day. I will tell you, in the gym with doing hammies and glutes, we progressed. I'm really pushing myself and lifting as hard as I can. I'm doing things harder now than I was in the build. I know, don't say anything. But I feel like yesterday compared to last week, I'm done. I'm done. Like when I get done with sets and stuff, I am like, feel like I'm taken out. I'm using all my strength and energy for it, but it's taken a lot out of me. And yesterday afternoon, we had a baseball game for Waylon, and legit after dinner yesterday, I felt like I could not keep my eyes open. Like I had weights on them like week 1, but amplified by 2. I felt so freaking fatigued yesterday. I got a Coke Zero at the ballpark and that definitely perked me up for the ball game, thankfully. But man, it was a struggle yesterday as far as energy in the afternoon. So I'm hoping that's not the theme for this week. We are here for push day. Try to get as many clips as I can. Y'all know the situation with the gym just being super crowded, but y'all see and know that I am here. I'm hoping that I have enough energy and strength for the dumbbell chest press. Y'all know I progressed on that last week. I'm hoping to match that at least. My goal is to progress always, but you know, and I'm trying not to get in my head. Your body is stronger than you give it, your mind gives it credit for, so I'm trying not to get in my head with that. However, we shall see. But we are here to work it out and grind. We've got some exciting things happening. When you're watching this on Monday, we are going to Texas for a Easter Lake House trip. I'm also doing something fun with a new change for myself. If you follow me on Instagram, you already know about that. I had my little consultation yesterday, so I'm excited for that. And last week's full day of eating, a lot of feathers were ruffled. A lot of feathers were ruffled unintentionally. That was not my intent at all. Always my point for any video that I put out is to in some way help you guys, not piss you off. I think a lot of you guys know that. I feel like this is such a society where we let everything be so personal, and it was not about that. So I hope that I clarified in my responses to comments in that video. Apologize if I did offend anybody. That's not my intention. In today's age, honestly, you cannot say anything. You cannot say anything without it being taken out of context, without it being twisted around, and the true message isn't actually heard. It's sad, especially, you know, I already censor a lot of what I want to say. And then when I do branch out and say anything, I feel like the past month or so, it's like ripped to shreds. But we're gonna still spread the good word and do what we're supposed to do here. But just know that anything I ever say on these videos is intended to be helpful. It's never to be hurtful. It's never to put anybody down. It's never to be negative. Never. That is not my vibe. And if you've been around for a long time, you truly know that. But just for anybody new that got their feathers ruffled, there's that. I'm gonna leave it there. So let's get in here and put in this daily deposit and hopefully have more energy than we had yesterday. If not, we will be tapping into those Alani news for sure.
In the middle of the ocean, can you try to understand how a touch can cause explosions? Rise up, we're too great to be landed. Rise up, we're too great to be standing.
They ain't never gonna stop us, fly at 'em like choppers, better cook those risks, cold one of my fists, we fire starters, one out of a million will reach those heights, always had a feeling that I won't deny that work, never could toss, look in my eyes, I'm on the rocks, rise.
Done and dusted for push day. Y'all, the beginning of the workout sucked royally. It was so bad. For the one clip I was able to get for you guys, which is dumbbell chest press. Now I was able to get the 40s up. I think, what did I do? A set of 8 or 10 for my first set, and I was like, oh, they feeling good. And then after that, it just went downhill, and I was able to do the rest of the time only 6 reps. I was able to do 8, 6, and 6 at 40. And last week I was definitely able to do a little bit more, so I felt weak on those, but I am feeling the shoulder pain. You guys know I talk about all the time. It's not so much up here like it was when I went and got my body work done Friday. She said my upper is like jacked. She said next time I come, she doesn't even want to do a full body. She just wants to focus on my upper. She did cupping. She really got into right here, and that's where I'm feeling it the most. And doing any shoulder exercises, it was just like stabbing a knife in there. Not that serious, but you could definitely feel it. So I could definitely feel that with doing, even though that is a chest exercise, I mean, it's all tied in, right? So I could definitely feel it doing it. Kind of set the vibe for the beginning of the workout. Tricep push downs, everything felt heavy. Let's just say that everything felt heavy, but something kicked in after my first 2 exercises, and then we just went beast mode. So again, with all things that we say that happen in life, and life be a lifing, and even that instance, don't let a couple of exercises you feeling like a weak bitch, let it dictate the rest of your workout, because something might kick in like it did for me. And this has happened before, to where the rest of the workout is killer. You start progressing. My cardio sucked, but it felt good, if that makes sense. Like I wasn't totally dying, and I felt like I had a lot of gusto and energy for that. So that was nice. And I went to do my posing for you guys, and I've mentioned that this gym is always slammed, which I'm here for it, but all the rooms that you can pose in, there's usually something going on, and I haven't been able to pose hardly at all. And they had one of the employees come in as I was posing. Like, how awkward is that? And he's just like not even phased, you know, like doing what he needs to do with the bicycles and stuff. And I was like, it is what it is, whatevs, you know. But we got it in nonetheless. So I am going to drink my protein coffee. Y'all know the drill. Today is Tuesday, so it's grocery hopping day. I got 3 stores to go to, so I don't have much to get, but I'm trying to save that dollar. Save a dollar, a dollar is what I need. Is that the song? I don't even know. But I am gonna drink this as I'm doing my shopping, try to get home and film as quickly as possible so I can eat my post-workout meal and show it to you guys and go along with the rest of our day. I've got a lot of work stuff to do this week. Tax season, funny enough, our anniversary is April 15th, tax day. We never forget our anniversary, that's for damn sure. So I've got all kinds of tax stuff I need to do. I've got to get it done like this week, again, because we're leaving next week, and next week is the day you got to submit it anyway. So girl, you got to get on it. So I've got all that to do. So I'll pick you up when it is time to put some food in this mouth. Post-workout meal this week is my breakfast toaster Sammy. I have this on Instagram, so I'll have this link down below. I tweaked mine a little bit. I don't have the jelly on here, and instead of doing sausage, I did bacon. I dropped my egg thing cheese side down, so like half of my freaking cheese is probably wasted. It's fine. I put some spray butter on it just to give it a little bit of moisture because I kind of toasted my toast a little bit too much. I mean, first world problems. Here it is. And then I've got a ton of micronutrients back here with my fiber. This is fiber right here. Don't look at his carb. That's fiber. I've got 100 grams of raspberries and 150 grams of fresh strawberries. Pretend the coffee is in here. 556 calories, 43 grams of protein, 57 carbs, 20 fat, 11 fiber. Again, my macros are a little bit different because I changed it from the original recipe, but it's 368 calories and almost 30 grams of protein. I had the chicken thawed out yesterday afternoon for the Salsa Verde chicken. I froze exactly what I have in my tracker when I got the chicken on sale because I knew we were going to have it for a future meal. I just went ahead and put the marinade in there. You're supposed to do it like 30 minutes to an hour, but I like to do mine a little bit longer and just let it sit and do its thing. We actually do a lot more chicken than the recipe calls for. I will have the recipe linked down below for y'all just because the boys absolutely are obsessed with this. Like, they will eat so much of just the chicken. They could just eat the chicken. Like, forget about any sides. They're obsessed with the chicken. So I always make sure to make extra, but extra is like just enough for us. So infatuated with doing the tax stuff, I looked up and realized it was 1:30. I'm like, oh snap, I've got to get my lunch in here and get cooked before we leave to go get Trey at 2. I'm glad I looked at the freaking clock. Lord of mercy, I'm like all zoned in wanting to get it done. All right, this is what we're doing for a lunch. We're doing the blackened chicken tenders. Got this one from Costco. It was on a killer deal, and y'all know if you've been around, I love those. I've got 3.5 ounces in the air fryer. However, yesterday I did like 5.5 ounces. So it just depends on how much protein I need and how much I have left over in macros for lunch is what I'm adjusting the weight of the chicken tenders. I do weigh them frozen before I pop them in the air fryer. And then I'm gonna do some Velveeta shreds, 23 grams, and some 2% cottage cheese. We are gonna do a banana on the side. My stomach has not been feeling good. I ate some type of salad kit we bought Saturday night, and I'm telling you, ever since I ate that, my stomach has been off ever since. So I'm hoping this agrees with me before I get on the road. I know TMI, but it is what it is. 366 calories. I'll show you the bowl when it's done. 41 grams of protein, 35 carbs, 9 fat, 3 fiber. I've been stressing on IG that this is such an easy protein hack for low calorie. Like if you need to get a ton of protein in for not a lot of calories, these chicken tenders and cottage cheese are the GOAT. 110 calories for 3 ounces and 20 grams of protein. They're delicious, already seasoned, easy to cook, meal prep, whatever. Like if you're struggling with getting your protein in or food choices, keep it stupid simple, but get stuff like this. It's gonna make your life easier too if you're not about like cooking stuff from the real deal, if that makes sense. The key to this bowl, y'all, is to season your cottage cheese before you add the chicken and the cheese to it. I love to use the everything but the bagel seasoning with this combo. It's so good. There she is, all done and plated up. I just take some of my kitchen shears and cut up the chicken tenders that way. You can do a knife and a chopping board if you want, but kitchen shears is super easy. Wash them, put them away. I already have the chicken out on the Blackstone. I went ahead and made the easy Spanish rice. I will have this link down below. This is a rice we've been making for every Taco Tuesday for months now. It is so cheap, but so delicious, and everybody absolutely loves it. So it's a win-win. You know exactly what's going in it, like versus rice-a-roni and stuff. The chicken is a-cooking. I still gotta flip it. But y'all, the pollen, I know everybody's been complaining about it, but it is so bad. I can wipe this thing down. Like, look how bad and ratchet. It doesn't matter how many times I wipe it down. Like 2 hours later, I come back out and it's yellow again. Like I clean the actual Blackstone super good and like the utensils and stuff, but like the other parts of it, like really need to wash it down. But I'm just so ready for this pollen season to be over. It has been killing my eyes, like with the dryness and the watering. It's been insane. Here we have it, friends. The Salsa Verde Pepperjack chicken. Link down below. I'm telling y'all, it is fire. So we have a serving of the chicken, a serving of rice, which comes out to be 542 calories, 44 grams of protein, 39 carbs, 22 fat, and 1 fiber. The fats actually and the calories are probably a little bit lower because of that marinade. Like half that marinade gets thrown away, but it is calculated in the recipe, but I just keep it the same. I've had some of you guys ask me that in the past, like how to know that. I just keep the macros as is and go along with my day like it is what it is, you know? Last meal of the day, never skip dessert. Are you guys surprised? Are y'all surprised? I'm just loving this. I'm not having this every single night, but almost. This and Ninja Creamies have been my saving grace on this cut. So I've got some non-fat Greek yogurt. I put 1 serving of the PB Fit in there, about 9 grams of monk fruit sweetener and cinnamon, and just stir it. You don't add anything else to it. It's perfection. And then we've got some apples sliced up. I think I got like 177 grams for 238 calories, 22 protein, 35 carbs, 2 fat, and 5 fiber to end out our Tuesday night. Our total macros for today were 2,007 calories, 172 grams of protein, 214 carbs, 55 fat. See you guys tomorrow for hump day, the dreaded quads. Ugh. Good morning, friends. Happy hump day. Happy day 31, 2.0 next level shred. We are here at the gym for the dreaded quads. I'm not going to sugarcoat it with you guys. I am sore AF. That hammy day is taking me out on Mondays. I'm going so hard on those. It's my favorite day currently, and I'm just going all in, but my freaking legs, it takes all week to recover. And then Friday we hit glutes again. We hit glutes again a little bit, and it's like, holy smokes. But I am dusted as far as my body. Sleep was better last night. Thank you, Jesus. I didn't even get up to pee, which shows you right there that your girl was out like a light. Thank gosh, we're waking up for the alarm now. I was so paranoid the night before that I got zero sleep after, you know, sleeping through the damn alarm on Monday. That was a hot mess express. But I got much better sleep, but I am tired. I'm not going to lie. I'm tired. My stomach, thankfully, I think is finally right. Good Lord. Like since Saturday night eating that salad kit, I'm telling you guys, something was sus about that salad kit, and it has been hurting me ever since I ate it. But thank you, Jesus. I think we're feeling much better today. But yesterday was struggle bus with the stomach. And it's, you know, what's crazy weird that I've never experienced before. So if you experience this, let me know. If you have a stomach ache, like some kind of stomach bug, and you're in a deficit, meaning that you're hungry, so you got like the hunger pains on top of having the stomach pain from having some kind of stomach bug. That mixed together was wild yesterday because I didn't know if my stomach was hurting or if I was freaking just starving to death. Struggles on this cup. We are getting through. I'm already thinking about next week because next week the boys are off for spring break. I know everybody's spring break is so wild and different depending on your region and where you are. They're off the week before Easter, and we're going on our lake house trip next Thursday. And I'm thinking about my training and how we're going to squeeze it in because the hubby is not off until we leave for our vacation on Thursday. So he has to work up until then, which usually means early mornings for me. I've never been to this gym. It's open 24 hours early morning, and I'm trying not to because good Lord, I dread the early morning gym. I know I have the garage set up in there, and effective workouts can be done in there, but legs usually I like to hit here. So I'm thinking on Monday that I'm gonna do quads at home because I can kill my quads no matter where. I don't have to have a gym. The only thing I like about the gym is the leg press for quads and for glutes, but it's fine for next week. And then Tuesday we'll do an at-home early push day because I got something planned for Tuesday the majority of the day, so we'll get up early on Tuesday. And then Wednesday I think I'll sacrifice and get up early AF and come here and hit hammies. Y'all know it's my favorite, and like I said, I could do hammies at home, but I'm just going as heavy as possible and I need the heavy shit in here. And then Thursday before we go on our trip, I'm debating if I should get up early and do a pull in the garage. I probably will because I had mentioned in my last video that I'm gonna take the vacation time Friday to Tuesday as a deload, some much needed rest and relaxation, let my body recover, especially while we're like stressing it so much in this cutting phase. And I'm going to make sure I'm getting my steps in. I'm going to stay in my calorie deficit as best that I possibly can. I'm being really strict on this vacation as far as tracking and weighing. I usually do not. I usually just eat intuitively on vacations, but I'm really dialing in on this one. And we're gonna get back on Wednesday and get right back to it is the plan. So I'm trying to think about my schedule for next week. Excited for the trip, excited for something different I have going on next week. So just feeling all the feels already for next week, but I'm like, girl, we got to get through this week. And I am dreading going in here and doing quads. However, let's talk about something positive. I got my Dark Sport shirts, and so I'm wearing the like skeleton one today. I did get the wolf one. I had to get 2 different sizes because y'all, these sold out so quick. I was so lucky to even get them because I literally forgot. I think they launched at like 7 p.m. my time, and I got on at 7:05 because I forgot to get on, and they had already like almost sold out of everything, and like everything sold out right now, or I would tell you to go and get it. But I have a small in this one, and I got a medium in the wolf one. The thing for me is they just feel like they're longer. It don't feel like they're much bigger, I'm sure, as you get up in size, but I am obsessed is what I'm trying to say. Like, they are expensive, and it was a lot of money for 2 freaking shirts, but the quality and the thickness on these are like on another level, so it's worth every penny. And the design on them, chef's kiss. So I am feeling my fit, and I say that all the time. If you have a gym fit that's gonna make you feel yourself, you're gonna go harder in the gym. Usually you're gonna walk in here feeling like a freaking baddie, and you're gonna go and do as much as you can because you're already feeling yourself before the workout even starts. So there's a little gym hack for you. Make sure you have a fit that is fitting, and you'll go in here and freaking kill it. So that being said, I've talked to you guys and wasted y'all's time enough, because y'all know I like to procrastinate with you guys because I don't want to go in here and do anything. But let's go wake ourselves up, warm up on the treadmill, and get something accomplished with these freaking quads that I hate so much.
Trying to make sense of it all comprised. Yeah, eyes, spinning these skies. I was stuck down, feeling paralyzed, but I'm up now. We all too late to fall. Yeah, anyone coming up, I left them all. Never look down when it's risk involved. They got guts, got a lot, I gotta wish it all. Ain't got no feelings, we just floating. Yeah, I'm that grain of sand that made it out the ocean. A couple milli now, I'm causing a commotion. I've been coasting, hear my name around the world like an explosion.
So rise up. Rise up. We are the apocalypse, and a pill that keeps us floating. As we fly above the stars, the hype won't scare us falling. So rise up. I'm too great to be landed. Rise up. Way too great to be standing.
They never gonna stop us, fly by them like choppers. Better took those risks, hold one of my fists, we fire starters. Let's go. One out of a million, will reach those heights. Always had a feeling that I won't deny that work. Never could toss. Look at my eyes, I'm on the rocks.
Friends, we've made it out of the gym on quad day, and how did we have one of the best workouts we've ever had on quads? Y'all know my loathe for quads, and it was kick-ass. Here for it. Holy smokes, y'all saw I was dreading I always dread going in for quads, let's be honest, but I was really dreading. I was tired, I had zero motivation. We went in there and we freaking slayed. Like, on the leg press, hard as hell. Hack squat, hard as hell, but it felt good to push harder and harder and harder. I kept stacking the weights. I'm like, girl, even though those last couple of reps were freaking hard and you barely got them up, you got them up. So let's put the weight on and let's keep a rolling. And we did, feeling amazing after that workout. So don't let your inner bitch voice, Bev, we call her, whatever your nickname is for yours, mine is Bev. Don't let that inner bitch voice take over what your body is capable of, because your body is capable of so much more than this lets you believe. So if you let this take over, if you let the feels take over, especially y'all, if you're in a cutting phase, the Bev thoughts, they be strong. They be really strong. Don't let it take over what you're capable of. And even in a cut, you still can go hard. That is a misconception. Yes, we lose our energy. There's been some exercises y'all have heard me talk about where I've had to lower the weight or lower the reps, but then there's some that I'm progressing on. So don't have that mindset that everything you have to go ahead and scale back just because you're in a cut. If you can push it and your form is not jeopardized, keep pushing and keep progressing even in a cutting phase until you get to that point where you're like, girl, I gotta scale back because my mind muscle connection's not there. If you have that moment, then yes. But if you're not and everything's feeling good and strong, keep progressing in a cut, y'all. You don't have to like not do your full potential just because you're eating less now. you're going to have less energy because you are having less fuel, but not on every single thing. And wow, proved ourselves today that we still got it as far as being strong. And I was proud of myself. And we talk about all the time that there's a difference between being full of yourself and being proud of yourself. And I mentioned in the Zoom meeting this past week, because with check-ins, I always have homework for them to do. One of them was to reflect like anything that they self-positivity, you know, and I remember what the exact homework question was and how I worded it, but I was looking for them to talk about themselves in a positive light. And there were so many, and I'm sure a lot of you that are in the program are the same, that talk down to yourself and negative to yourself all the time. Can't find anything you love about yourself. Can't find anything about yourself that you think is beautiful. That's what I see in the check-ins, is what I'm saying, and from a lot of women. And we've got to start loving ourselves. We've got to start being comfortable in our own skin and enjoying life, because it's so precious and so short. So if you want to wear the shorts, if you have a particular outfit you want to wear, if you have a tattoo that you've been wanting to get, don't let society hold you back from being your true self, because guess what? Society doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is you and your happiness and this one life that you're given, and it's so precious and so short. So live it. Live it. Talk good about yourself. Have that little moment with yourself, that you have that one-on-one and say, wow, what am I grateful for this morning? What do I love about myself? What do I think is beautiful about myself? Like, have those positive affirmations, and that will carry on through your journey. It will help with your journey, help with your mindset, and carry on with your day. So I just had to share that, because I'm just seeing so much negativity from women and thinking that they can't be proud of themselves, is where I was going with that. Like, they think that by saying something or doing something, others are going to presume that they're being cocky, full of themselves, like she thinks she's all that, you know, like, and it's not that. Like, we should embrace other women feeling good about themselves and not passing judgment because they are posting a selfie on social media or posting their gym pic. Oh, look at them. They think they're hot stuff. You know what? If they're putting in the work, and if they feel themselves, let them feel themselves. You should be cheering them on. You should be like, damn girl, you look awesome. Like, I have so many ladies in my circle on social media, and when they're posting their gym fits and their pictures, or if they like are going out and they're all dolled up and they post a video, I'm like, damn, you look fire. You know, like, I always try to make sure I send like a heart or send a message like, yes girl, get it. And also, I think that we need to encourage women speaking positively to women, and not it always be about talking about somebody, making a rude comment, making negativity out of something that is nothing, you know? So all that to be said, feeling good, going home, let's get some food in this tummy, because I did not pack anything and I don't have any stops. I know that's a first, but we still got tax shit to do and work stuff to do. Never end. Okay, if you follow the grocery hauls, and I've mentioned in the blogs before, we have, and I'm like bright as hell, we've got the chicken coop in the front yard. It's not my chicken coop. It is a lady actually that lives behind us. She set up a chicken coop pretty much on our property line next to this rental right next door, and she puts eggs in it. Well, if you watch my grocery haul, I bought some of those crabby ones from Sam's because she hasn't put any out in forever. And I come this way every day stalking the chicken coop. Did she put eggs? Did she put eggs? And it's been a while. That's why I mentioned the grocery haul. And I just passed it, and it looks like she's got 2 dozen in there. So I got my $5. $5 a dozen is what she charges for these yard eggs. I mean, you cannot beat that, and they are delicioso. I mean, the yolk is so rich and so good compared to these crappy ones you get in the store, you know, unless you're buying the pasture-raised ones. So we're walking. Look, this is how close it is. I'm walking with you guys. That's my house. We're walking to the chicken coop. It is right here. I mean, how nice is this? I hope she keeps this up forever, because I will be a lifelong customer for this girl. But I wanted to show you the chicken coop because she's got it decorated for Easter, and it's so freaking cute. So let's hope that I wasn't seeing things, a mirage, when we get to this chicken coop. Look, it's right here. How convenient is this? I mean, are you joking right now? Are you joking? And I'm such an idiot. I have my carton in the house. When I walk saying I'll come bring it back. She's got 3 in here today. Let's go. She must be out of her cartons. But I mean, yes, 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 yes. And you put it in here, and everybody always asks, like, on her social media, like, how do you trust people are going to pay? And she's like, that's between them and the Lord. And I'm like, oh, snap. Oh, snap. But you can pay with Venmo as well. But we're going to put, maybe, Waylon usually does this for me. Put our money in there, $5. And we're gonna grab this one. Looks pretty darn good. Let's go. Like I said, I have eggs, but not these kind of eggs. And she only puts them out like once every 2 weeks. Her chickens ain't laying as good. But she's got 2 more. But dang, yes. Yes, yes, yes. We scored. We scored at the chicken coop. I mean, I got a grocery store in my front yard. I cannot beat it. Post-workout meal, we've got the breakfast toast Sammy. Again, link down below. My little tweaks. I think I have a little bit more fruit today that I just weighed up unintentionally, so the macros might be different. And there's the profit you see today. 558 calories, 43 protein, 57 carbs, 20 fat, 11 fiber. All the fiber, y'all, is coming from the fruit. 7 grams of fiber for, what is that, 104 raspberries? I mean, raspberries and blackberries got the fiber going on. So if you are lacking fiber from whole food sources, incorporate berries. I mean, there's plenty of other things too. But if you like berries and they're on the cheap right now, which these were cheap as hell at Sam's Club. I think it was like 3 something for the 2-pack. So yeah, incorporate those if you can. 1:30, same-ish, different day. I just got all my tax-ish done. Hallelujah, praise the Lord. So tomorrow I can focus on work and not have to worry about glued to a freaking computer screen doing taxes stuff. Who is with me? I hate it. I feel like it comes so quick. That year passes so freaking quick, y'all. 379 calories, 43 grams of protein, 35 carbs, 9 fat, 3 fiber. The banana, cottage cheese, everything but the bagel, Velveeta shreds, and blackened chicken strips. Stupid simple to get over 40 grams of protein for under 400 calories. When y'all are watching this, I would have already done my taste test on Instagram, so go and check that out. These are launching tomorrow. I don't even remember what the name of this collection is, but I'm excited about it. Butterscotch Brew cashew butter. I mean, that sounds delicious. Y'all know I'm partial to the cashews. Oh Lord, we're throwing stuff around. We've got Blueberry Delight peanut butter. I'm so excited for, and oh my gosh, look at that icing. Look at the icing. A peanut butter with blueberry. Usually the blueberries are always been almond butter or cashew, so I'm excited for that. Then we have Enchanted Chocolate Hop peanut butter. Again, I mean, I'm just about these little icing swirl things they've been putting in there. I've been about it. Last but not least, Lavender Lemon Charm. I love anything lemon. I'm intrigued by this one. So check that taste test out. I will type right here what I thought about as #1 must-have. Really excited for that. And Burgess gets you a discount always with American Dream. Check their site. They have a lot of things that are retiring and limited stock as of late. Like their website sometimes looks bare bones because everything's getting sold out and they're not replenishing things. And they've been taking some things that have been on the website forever, been taken away to make new space. So, I don't know, but if you have a favorite, you might want to stock up on it, just saying. Well, this has just turned into an all-week Blackstone dinner. We made the Italian burgers, got the buns toasted up, we got fries and potatoes and stuff in the air fryer, so let's go plate it up. Here are the Italian burgers all plated up. We're just using the Aldi 110 calorie buns. You can use a lower calorie one if your calories are lower, but those are the ones that I like. And they're cheap and they hit all the marks, you know. We got 8.7 ounces of just regular sweet potato. I added a little bit of nonstick, and you guys know the classic barbecue seasoning by Noble Made. And then we've got a serving of the pizza sauce that is included in the Italian burger recipe macros. So without the bun, the burger is 286 calories, 31 grams of protein, and that does include the pizza sauce, just does not include the bun. Everything is 618 calories, 40 protein, 81 carbs, 16 fat, and 10 fiber. We were talking about fiber earlier. Potatoes, my friend. Incorporate them. Tonight's dessert, we're going easy with a Built Brownie Batter Puff Bar. These have 140 calories, 17 protein, 14 carbs, 3 fat, 0 fiber. And overall today we did 2,001 calories, 164 protein, 237 carbs, and 50 fat. I'm going to explain in a minute when I'm going to see you. Good morning, friends. Happy Thursday. Happy day 32. Shred 2.0 next level shred. I can't even think what we're doing. We are here at the gym for full day. I'm not going to be showing you guys today, Thursday, and tomorrow a full day of eating. Why? Because literally in my tracker, copy and pasted the entire days from the days you've already saw full days of eating. They are exactly the same with the exception of tonight. Instead of doing the easy Spanish rice, because we ate it all, it makes 4 servings, I might do potatoes. I have some refried beans, something on the side of the chicken for myself. There's only 1 chicken breast left. I'm telling y'all, they devour that chicken. They love it, and that's with making extra. The boys are gonna do breakfast for dinner, and I'm gonna finish off the chicken. Tomorrow we're doing Italian burgers again, so there's nothing new, and there's no reason to show y'all full days of eating when you've already seen it. It's just copy and paste, and that's what I suggest to y'all to make your life easy. Copy and paste your days to make everything easy, and it's so easy to track. That's one main thing I hear a lot of people complain about is tracking. Like, tracking so hard, it's time consuming, like I can't get it right as far as hitting my goals, my protein. Track ahead and put meals on repeat. If you had a successful week and if you have the ingredients still on hand, freaking copy and paste the entire week for next week. Like, if that works for you, like, don't overcomplicate nutrition is the biggest thing I see on a health journey that people fall into a deep black hole, is they just get so wrapped up in the nutrition, and you don't have to make it that complicated. The theme so far for week 5 is I am tired AF. Like, I feel like I've been hit by a Mack truck. I am so sore. I've been sore while on the shred. That is expected, but I've been super sore this week. Like, I feel like someone is just taking me out back and beating my ass, and I'm struggling. I'm struggling. So if you've been struggling, here, getting close to the halfway point of this 12-week cut, just know that you're not alone and that it's normal to have these feels. But man, I am ready for my 2 rest days, something fierce. Saturday is the Hubs and I 19-year wedding anniversary. We're going out to eat. Y'all saw the American Dream nut butter. I'm going to be doing a taste test for that. So a much needed little break on Saturday. I'm still going to be tracking diligently for breakfast and lunch, but we're going to have a steak and probably a potato or whatever sides. I'm going to be mindful of the sides, but I'm definitely eating that whole freaking filet with the crab meat on top. Yes, please. Protein gains is what protein gains. I'm excited for that. And then as far as the nut butter, of course, mindful of that, and get right back on the horse Sunday. I am not worried about it. We have our trip next week. I mentioned to you guys, I'm going to be as strict as possible on that. Try to get as much movement in next week, but just excited for a little bit of a break as far as movement. Like, a deload sometime is needed. If you feel like you are super burnt out with the gym, like it's just gotten too much where your body feels stressed AF, you just feel worn out all the freaking time, sometimes it's okay to take an extra rest day or a few extra for a deload week. And what a deload week doesn't mean that you load up on food and you do 0 movement at all. You're still getting your steps in. You can do some, you know, your steady state cardio during that time. But as far as lifting, you either take a break from lifting completely or you half the weight and just go light, really focus on your form during that time. So when you get back into the gym and you start lifting heavy, you've got that form mind muscle connection there, and you can just keep progressing and going forward. But I wanted to pop in and tell you guys why you're not going to be seeing me again until Saturday's check-in day. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm feeling great as far as what I'm seeing and how my body composition is and all that stuff. I went back last night and went down a rabbit hole and looked at old stories from right around the end of the shred last year, just to I struggle. I'll be honest with you guys. I mention this in the Zoom all the time. It doesn't matter where you are in your journey. If you're in your overweight space, if you've lost some weight, if you're at your lowest, I feel like if you've come from an overweight space at any part of your life, you will always struggle with some sort of body dysmorphia. And I totally do. I totally struggle with body dysmorphia on and off. And I went and looked at old videos and stuff of my story archives over on Instagram, and I was like, oh my gosh, I was so skinny when we finished the shred. But I felt in that moment like I didn't accomplish anything. I was super hard on myself at the end of last shred. I kept cutting after that shred. It was 8 weeks. Don't plan on doing that on this one. I'm gonna go to maintenance after we finish this one because it's so long. But I was looking back on that. I was like, God, what was I thinking? The body dysmorphia is crazy. But I'm feeling good in my skin is what I'm trying to say. But I don't have high expectations for the scale. I haven't been putting any set expectation on the scale, to be honest with you guys, just because that is not the drive and the move for me. The move for me is to get up every day, check off the daily boxes, make the daily deposit, be as 100% as I can be. And if I'm doing that, the scale should reflect. So I'm not putting any pressure on myself as far as that stupid effing digital number that flashes up. And you guys shouldn't either. Just focus on what matters, which is what I just said. And if you're doing that, everything else will fall into place. It might not fall into place as fast as you like, but be consistent and be patient. Over time, you will start seeing the results, I promise you. That being said, I don't have a high expectation for this week, being that last week was a high number for us, and I'm just feeling run down. I just need some rest. So we'll see what happens. So I will see you guys on Saturday for check-in day. Dun dun. It is check-in time, my friends. Let me give you a little bit of insight on what happened after you last saw me. So that was Thursday, and Friday I woke up and I felt like death. The stomach issues, I told you they felt better. What was that, Wednesday? They never fully went away, and they were full-blown Friday morning throughout the entire day. Like, I don't know how I made it in the gym Friday. I did my best. I didn't do my full workout. I just did what felt good. I actually went heavy on some particular exercises. I was surprised, but I didn't even take a pre-workout before because my stomach was so jacked. I ate my cereal and stuff, but I just really was just focusing on moving my body any way that I was capable of because I just felt such death and like shit. It was so bad. I haven't felt like that in a long time. So I don't know if we got food poisoning from that salad kit or if I actually had a stomach bug, and that is why my stomach was jacked all week and the fatigue kicked in. I don't know. But I came home Friday before we went to go see Waylon play baseball, another baseball game, and I was feeling that way all day. And I was like, I cannot take this anymore. So I took some Pepto Ultra, and it definitely helped. And y'all know there's an ingredient in Pepto that kills any bacteria that may be causing you to have those issues. I guess that's what it was, because I never had any other symptoms besides just being tired, but I attributed that to the shred. So I have zero idea. But what I'm saying is, damn, like, how did we get through week 5? Week 5 like to took me out. It like to took me out. But that being said, let's get into our check-in yesterday. So I figured that my check-in was going to be horrible because of me having so much stomach issues, and I was trying not to get dehydrated. I was drinking. I knew I wasn't because I was still going to the bathroom, but just drinking even extra than I normally do just because of what was happening to me. Crazy. So I did not expect any number, and I don't know if this number is true, to be honest with you guys. So I woke up yesterday morning, weighed in at 160.4, which means for week 5, we lost 0.8 pounds on the next level shred. I've been averaging between 0.8 to 1.4 is what we've been going week to week, which are high numbers for me. So I was super shocked, to be honest with y'all, when I had that number come in. I was expecting it actually to be up, even though I will tell you guys that I'm feeling the leanest I felt in a long time. Like, checking in yesterday, y'all know I always do like a physique check with myself, talk myself before I get onto the scale, and looking at myself throughout the day yesterday and even this morning, I feel like I look the same as I did at the end of the shred last year, which I think we ended that cut at 154. I'm weighing in at 160. That shows you that body recomposition is a real thing. When you put more muscle on your frame, your body will look different no matter what the scale says. So there's that. But I'm already feeling like hella lean, and we aren't even at the halfway point. At the end of this week coming, we'll make us at the halfway point. I'm like, holy snap, holy smokes. So what I'm saying in a nutshell, we've lost 6.4 pounds in 5 weeks. That is incredible. I am just looking to keep going and putting in the daily deposits like I mentioned to you earlier, and just being the best version of me and truck along on this cut. Hopefully we don't have any more freaking wrenches thrown in the weeks. I feel like every week since week 2, we have had some going on. I swear, whether it be my tooth hurting for 2 weeks and having pain there and then having pain in my stomach. Like, I'm tired of hurting. I'm already hurting myself enough when it comes to this training and trying to push myself. I don't need any extra pain anywhere else. So I am hoping, fingers crossed, that after we go on this lake house trip and we have this deload, I come back fully relaxed and rejuvenated for week 7, I think that will be. Yeah, week 7, and kill the rest of that week. We'll be coming home on late Tuesday night, so I will only be able to do gym sessions Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, so 3 days for week 7. But like I told y'all, I'm gonna keep my nutrition as on point as possible, and that's the main driver in fat loss anyways. And if I'm moving, if I'm eating my protein, we're not gonna have any muscle loss in that process. So that is the plan, Stan. But thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope it was motivational and inspirational and not a Debbie Downer. I tried not to be so down, but man, this was a rough week for me. The hardest so far as the feels, not so much from the shred, but just like being tired and being sick, I guess. I don't know if I was sick or had food poisoning. Like, Lord of mercy, I don't wish it on my worst enemy, because any type of like stomach bug stuff, like, to me is the worst. Like, I'd rather have upper respiratory, anything else but stomach issues. Oh, it's just so bad. But y'all, give the video a thumbs up. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and you look forward to the full weeks. I think next week, guys, for week 6, since we are leaving, I'm just gonna do a full day of eating with y'all. That's my plan. And then we'll see what happens. Probably do a full week for week 7, because I'll be able to knock out those 3 days with you guys. So that's the plan as far as videos coming forward. Lots of fun grocery hauls. I'm gonna do a spring break haul. So I have money set aside for our vacation, and we use a lot of that money for our food and stuff. We're gonna be gone 5 days. So it's not coming out of our actual personal, if you will, grocery budget here for the household. So I'm just gonna share the whole shebang with y'all and let y'all know what was coming from our personal grocery budget and what we allotted for vacation, but show a big, huge haul nonetheless. So that'll be coming this Wednesday when you're watching this on Monday. So I hope you guys are doing great. If you're following along with us, keep trucking. It's been very hard, not only for myself, but for the people that are actually enrolled in the program. The past 2 weeks have been rough. So if you've been struggling as well on the side, know that you're not alone. We are all here with you suffering, but keep showing up. Anything that you do is better than nothing. That was my mentality on Friday. Anything that I do is better than me just throwing in the towel and saying that I can't. Even though I felt like hell, I felt like death, I knew I was capable of at least something. Was it my full potential I usually do? Absolutely not. But something's better than nothing, and we did that, and we still had a great check-in this week. Hoping for the same when we check in for week 7. I'm not going to check in for week 6 because I'll be gone. So I won't weigh in between now and week 7. So, Lord, that should be interesting. Stay tuned. Love you guys. Thank you all so much for watching again, and we'll see y'all in the next video. Bye, y'all.